Good morning class, third chapter number 3, eating habits of animals. Student, we have discussed in last lecture how animals eat, and we have discussed students animals with chewing teeth, animals without chewing teeth. We have discussed in last lecture. Student, if we talk about animals without chewing teeth, there are some animals are also found. We have discussed earlier video in also this topic. For example, some animals do not have teeth, so how can they eat their food? And teeth help us to chew their food, but some animals, student, are present on the earth, they do not have any teeth. So there are the snakes, frogs, lizard. They do not have any teeth to chew their food. They swallow their food as a whole. For example, snake, they do not have any teeth, so snake swallow their food. For example, they swallow the frog as a whole. And if we talk about student, this lizard or frog, they have a long tongue, sticky tongue. So the frog and lizard stick out their long tongue to catch their prey. An insect get stuck on their long sticky tongue and are swallowed immediately. Any insect when get stuck on their long sticky tongue and are swallowed immediately. You can see the diagram also. This lizard and frog, they have the sticky tongue, and the insect get stuck on these in this tongue, so then they immediately swallowed. Student, if we talk about, there are some insect also, insect like butterflies and mosquito, they have the long tube. So with this help of this long thin tube, they suck the nectar from the flowers. And mosquito also have the long tubes with which they suck blood. Now student, in this lecture, in this video, we will discuss the food chain. So all animals, even carnivores, directly or indirectly depend on plants for food. Every organism in this universe depend directly or indirectly with each other for their food. So a food chain shows how animals are eaten by animals that are in turn eaten by other animals. And this food chain also show energy passes from the one living organism to the another. And student, this food chain start from the plant. All food chain, whether it is water food chain, land food chain, pond food chain, any environment, in all food chain begin with a plant and end with an animals. So a food chain shows how plants are eaten by animals, and these animals are in turn eaten by the other animals. And we will discuss the example also. So I will give you one example. For example, plant. And plant is eaten by the herbivores. Suppose deer. Deer eat the grass. Yeah, we can say that in other words, grass is eaten by deer or rabbit. And so is rabbit or deer eaten by, yes, lion or tiger. So this is a food chain. This is a chain, simple chain. And this food chain also show the energy passes from the one living organism to the another organism. And a food chain also begins with the plant and end with the animals. So now student, you know green plants are the autotrophs. They prepare their own food, they make their own food with the help of the sunlight, with the help of a process photosynthesis. Okay, so what is the photosynthesis? The process by which green plant make their own food with the help of sunlight, water, carbon dioxide and chlorophyll. And plants are called producers or autotrophs. And on the other hand, if we talk about animals, they cannot prepare own food, they are consumers. They depend on the plants also and other animals also for their food, because they cannot make its own food. They depend on plants also and other animals also for their food. So there is also a food chain diagram. You can see student, as we can see in the given food chain, energy passes from the green plants to the rabbit, followed by the wolf and finally to the lions. So generally we will discuss now. We discuss this food chain also. So you can see this food, this is the plant, and you know plants are producers. They make their own food with the help of the process photosynthesis. So if we talk about these plants are eaten by the rabbit, you can see the diagram. Rabbit is depend on the plants because rabbit is the herbivores. Now this rabbit is eaten by the wolf, because this wolf is depend on the small animals. Now this wolf is depend on the lion, is eaten by the lion. Plant is eaten by rabbit, rabbit is eaten by wolf, and wolf is eaten by lion. And you can add in this next group human beings. So you know human beings are the omnivores. So you can see student, there is a chain, and it start from the plant also and ends with the animals also. So I hope you understand student, we have discussed the food chain. So what is the food chain? A chain formed when plants are eaten by animals, and then these animals in turn are eaten by other animals. For plant is eaten by rabbit, rabbit is eaten by wolf, wolf is eaten by lions. So this is called food chain. Okay students, we have completed the food chain, and next video we will discuss the sum exercise of this chapter. Okay students, take care, bye.